and I'll seek permission from the chief guest, Minister EAD, Honorable Mr. Hammad Azhar, to allow to start this event. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin with the recitation of the Holy Quran.
Fund, Abu Dhabi Fund, Bill and honorable dignitaries, participants, and great initiative. And we are all here to join this, which is unfortunately still we are facing in this country. We have again seen rising numbers and partners. We will make this happen to eradicate this from the country. Though we have a detailed overview of the program, my friend will have later on, but I say that thank you very much that you all are here and of the polio program.
Honorable Minister, respected members of delegation, my colleagues from the Ministry of National Health Services. For me, it's a matter of great pleasure. Right, actually, at the outset, I would like to thank you all for. And since it's still waiting to get polio free, but I think we have the achievements that the global community has so far made are remarkable. The number of endemic countries, which was 125 at that time, now is reduced to a hugely big number for all of us. And actually, throughout this our journey from 1994 till date, we have seen quite a few ups and downs in our journey towards eradication. We were making actually quite a reasonable progress, and towards 2006, 2007, our cases in Pakistan were reduced to 30s and 40s only. But then, because of some geopolitical developments in our region, and then some of the implications and fallouts of the global war on terror, we as a frontline state had to actually suffer a lot. The security challenges that emerged not only in achieve this collective goal, collective national goal, we also led to a bit of an upsurge in 2018, where we saw 12 cases in 2018. And then in 2019, unfortunately, the virus came back very strongly. And if we have a look on numbers till date, we already have 104 cases of wild polio virus reported from all the major provinces. So for us, actually, the 2019 has been a year of crisis. And the first thing that I would like to reassure to our honorable dignitaries over here, that we realize this challenge, and this challenge is actually not realized by the program and by its implementers, but by our leadership as well. What we have seen over last few months, we have a renewed commitment actually, and you might have noticed that this actually the leadership is now directly provided by our Honorable Prime Minister Imran Khan himself. And similarly, our President of Pakistan is very much into it. So are of our chief ministers, all of our honorable ministers, and also the chief of army staff. The challenges, how they were evolving. We have started the transformation process, and again, I take it pleasure in sharing that this transformation is not only in terms of structure and function, but it is also a transformation of the mindset. And just based on these assessments, these analysis that I just shared, and also the very concrete recommendations that we got from the technical advisory group as well as the independent monitoring board. We have devised our national emergency action plan for 2020, wherein we basically, which is based on 5 key principles. Number one, we are going to take this polio eradication forward as a collective responsibility across the political divide and actually across all the society segments. So it's now we are advocating, we are promoting that this is the job of every Pakistani. We cannot leave it to only to health, to only to government. This is the actually each and every Pakistani will have to play its role. Secondly, again in accordance with the recommendations of the technical advisory group, we are regaining our one team approach. Again, that was as I said, that was the big factor behind the success that we had from 2015 to 2018. So, and this one team means basically again collective planning, collective implementation with stringent monitoring and linked to that accountability as well. The third major step that the government of Pakistan has already taken is the integration of the polio eradication initiative with the expanded program on immunization, because one of the major reasons why we couldn't make it in 2017 and 18 was that even when the program was performing at 95% plus level, still in some of these areas in KP, Balochistan and Sindh, our routine immunization coverage was hardly 10 to 20%. And as soon as the program performance went slightly down in 2019, we had this crisis. So we want to avoid that situation. And finally, we have also identified 40 super high-risk UCs which have been contributing more than 80% of the cases in Pakistan. And there the situation is very complex, and as I call, they are like the heavens for this polio virus. They have every factor that the virus needs for its survival. So our children, they are malnourished. Our basic health services, they are very rudimentary in these areas. These water and sanitation conditions, they are conducive for the virus. So we have all these challenges. So here we have now revised what we call an integrated package of health services. And these 40 UCs, they are going to be under our laser focus in terms of implementation of not only polio campaign, routine immunization, but basic health services, and beyond health, the water and sanitation as well. And lastly, but not the least, we are going to further build our coordination with Afghanistan, because we know that this bulk of the problem that we see in this country is because of that huge population movement at the borders. And again, looking back by about 18 months, we were actually successful in cleaning all the 3 core reservoirs in Pakistan at least once. And at that time, unfortunately, the inaccessibility across the border that allowed the virus to grow as it wanted, and then it got an opportunity to land to our surface, and unfortunately, we ended up in the situation that we have. As I speak, as honorable members might already know, that we are doing our nationwide campaign, which started last Monday. It was inaugurated by Honorable Prime Minister, and all the chief ministers, they did that in respective provinces. As I speak, basically 265,000 of my very valiant workers, they are into the streets, knocking at every door, trying to reach each of the almost 40 million under 5 child that they could find in any part of Pakistan. So that tells and speaks about the scale of the effort that this country has to do. And that's not the only effort that our government is making in order to ensure the safe and secure environment for these 265,000 workers. We have about 100,000 security workers who come from the civilian law enforcement agencies, as well as our very valiant armed forces who are standing with us in this noble cause, shoulder to shoulder. Just to let you know that into 2020, according to this National Emergency Action Plan that we have devised, we are going to have 3 more NIDs, nationwide campaigns, and 3 sub-national campaigns. And the way we have worked hard on our preparedness, the way we have learned from our experiences, and try to build on some of our positive success stories in the recent past, we are very confident that 2020 in Pakistan is going to be a year of transformation. And inshallah, that will allow us to really gear up our efforts to finish that job in 2021. So that's the timeline that our team has and our government has at this point in time in the mind. And this was the roadmap actually that we also presented 2 weeks back to Polio Oversight Board, where the global GPI leadership was available, and it was actually very highly appreciated. And that's, I think, that we are now pursuing as a collective goal, not at a national level, but entire, I think, global GPI leadership stands with Pakistan in that effort. So in that context, we see your presence over here as a great opportunity. Thank you very much for sparing your time for being in field, just to see the amount of hard work that the government is putting in, that our very valiant frontline workers are putting in order to vaccinate all the children. While thanking you for your consistent support, I would just like to reassure you that we are fully committed to a polio-free, not only Pakistan, but a polio-free world. And we are actually all set to transform, as I said, in 2020, and inshallah, do everything possible along with Afghanistan to clean the virus from this last one epidemiological block in 2021, inshallah. Thank you very much.
The polio program. This is reflective of the high priority of this critical program to rid the country and the world of this creeping disease affecting our children. This is the 3rd phase of engagement of the Islamic Development Bank with the government of Pakistan for this important initiative, along with our partners present today. First, phase 1 from 2012 to 2015 received a financing worth of $227 million US dollar, followed by the 2nd phase, 2016-2018, with a financing of about $100 million US dollar. This 3rd phase, however, is having the Lives and Livelihood intervention with an additional $100 million US dollar, covering the period 2019-2021. The LLF is the Lives and Livelihood is a collaboration of the Islamic Development Bank with donors partners including Abu Dhabi Fund for Development, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Islamic Solidarity Fund for Development, and the King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, Case Relief, and the Qatar Fund for Development. With the donor financing blended with ISDB ordinary capital resources, we are able to provide high concessional financing to the government for projects which address the issues directly affecting the most vulnerable, such as the polio program in Pakistan. Some here might know that the LLF model itself evolved from the successful collaboration developed earlier between the ISDB and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation around the polio program in Pakistan for phase 1 and 2. Polio eradication was identified at that time as a priority for the fund conceptualization and remains so to date for the fund. To this end, and on the request of the government of Pakistan, our support will continue as we are processing for next year additional financing to come to an end for this on this disease. Honorable Minister, we felt at the LLF that it is part of our duty of solidarity to our member countries and to the brothers in the Islamic Republic of Pakistan to mark our presence during this pivotal week-long national-wide campaign. The bank's early engagement in the initiative was at the time when polio eradication in Pakistan faced various religious, political, socio-economic, as well as security challenges. It has been a heartening experience to have observed over the years the positive efforts of the program in effectively tackling this challenge and seeing the decline in the number of children affected by the disease. The one-team approach, strong AFP and environmental surveillance, immunization campaign, monitoring system, communication, social mobilization, including the Islamic Advisory Group, all augmented by the strong political will eliminate the disease from the country, have proven to be extremely effective approaches. We continue to remain positive and optimistic, and we are confident that with the continued dedicated effort of the program, with the support of the Pakistan government, we will jointly be able to achieve our common goal of zero, inshallah, despite existing challenges. We would like to close this intervention with appreciating the program, especially the frontline workers of their dedication and phenomenal efforts, with many ongoing beyond the call of duty for achieving the common goal. Pakistan and polio eradication program remain a priority for us at the Islamic Development Bank and the Lives and Livelihood Fund. As partner in this model initiative, we, along with the government, we look forward to reaching a polio-free Pakistan, inshallah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وقل اعملوا فسيرى الله عملكم ورسوله والمؤمنون صدق الله العظيم. Thank you very much.
Honorable Minister, dear guests, thank you for being here today. We are gathering here for a noble cause as a King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, donor of Lives and Livelihood Fund, and under the directions of the custodian of two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdul Aziz, and the Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and under the patronage of General Supervisor of King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, Dr. Abdullah Rabia, we are pleased to launch the program of polio eradication. We were happy yesterday with a field visit to meet all the workers in the field. We have seen the procedures and the achievements that's been done already by the workers and their challenges as well. We hope a bright future for all kids in Pakistan and all the kids in the world. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Saad.
Prime Minister, distinguished guest, it's my pleasure to be here for the signing of supporting a polio eradication program, phase 3 from 2019 until 2021. As a chairman of Impact Committee for Lively and Livelihood Fund, I'd like to thank Government of Pakistan for their support to polio eradication program. Also, I would like to thank our partners, the donors also, for the supporting of this program. As all my colleagues mentioned, we have been visiting some of the actual work being done in the field. Really, we really appreciate the effort done by the health worker. They do a lot of supportive activities there, challenging, meeting, visiting all the homes, the villages. Really, we appreciate it. That's really a difficult part for their side. This program will benefit from almost 39 million children with age under 5 for almost 3 years. We'd like to ensure that from the donor side that help children and immunized from polio is in our priorities, and really we're looking for you to support this program and to reach our ultimate goals. Thank you again.
Noble cause of polio eradication in Pakistan and in Afghanistan, and indeed in the rest of the Islamic world. We have also been engaged for some time in Nigeria as well. It was an affected country. We are very happy that it was declared polio-free. Of course, declaring Pakistan as a polio-free country is a top health objective of the Pakistani government. That is really a very noble cause for which we should all work. We hope that in the very near future this goal will be achieved, and we will be here back to celebrate with the Pakistani people the achievement of this noble objective. We will remain committed to this noble cause until the end. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Donors' participation to the country.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Distinguished guests from the Islamic Development Bank, LLF, government officials, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and good morning. I feel greatly honored to have the opportunity of addressing today's launch event of the support to the Pakistan Polio Eradication Program 2019 till 21. Let me, on behalf of the government, extend our profound gratitude to the Islamic Development Bank and the Lives and Livelihoods Fund, LLF, donors, namely Abu Dhabi Fund for Development, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Islamic Solidarity Fund for Development, King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, and Qatar Fund for Development, for the support extended to Pakistan's polio eradication program and for their participation in today's event. Pakistan is the third largest beneficiary of the Islamic Development Bank's group financing. Since its inception, the group has approved financing portfolio of more than $12 billion for Pakistan. The Islamic Trade Finance Corporation of the Islamic Development Bank Group has made possible short-term commodity financing for the import of oil, petroleum products, and LNG, while the Islamic Development Bank's group entity, Islamic Cooperation for Insurance, for Investment and Export Credit, has issued insurance coverage for our exports and trade-related operations amounting to more than $4 billion. The bank's presence in Pakistan is diverse, covering major sectors of the economy such as trade, transportation, water, sanitation, agriculture, industry, finance, education, and health. And the government of Pakistan highly appreciates the Islamic Development Bank's efforts in generously supporting Pakistan in its endeavor to put the economy on a high growth trajectory. Such appreciation must also be extended to other key development partners who have generously contributed to the polio eradication program in Pakistan through the LLF. It will help Pakistan in coping with the ongoing polio virus circulation and in rapidly changing the polio virus epidemiology. In 1988, when the Global Polio Eradication Initiative was launched, polio was present in more than 125 countries and paralyzed about 1,000 children per day. Thanks to the immunization efforts that have reached nearly 3 billion children, the incidence of polio has decreased by 99% since then. Today, polio is endemic only in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Nigeria. We understand that the Islamic Development Bank and the LLF have not only provided financing to the government of Pakistan for the polio eradication program, but are also contributing to improving the acceptance and trust of the program among the masses by supporting initiatives like the Islamic Advisory Group. The IDB has provided $227 million in Phase 1 during 2012 to 15, and US $100 million in Phase 2 during 2016 to 18 for procurement of the oral polio vaccine and meeting operational costs of the polio eradication program. I am also cognizant of the fact that the Lives and Livelihoods Fund, including the Islamic Development Bank and development partners, has recently approved US $100 million financing support for the polio eradication program, including a grant of US $10 million. The LLF was launched in September 2016 by ISDB and the donor partners for the purpose of providing concessional financing for essential development projects targeting the most vulnerable areas. The LLF support will greatly help in eradicating polio in the country and safeguarding millions of lives from polio in Pakistan, which is a crippling and potentially deadly infectious disease. We are looking forward for further support and cooperation from the LLF in the targeted sectors. Ladies and gentlemen, I conclude by reaffirming our resolve to further strengthen the close cooperation with ISDB and the LLF. Needless to say that our joint efforts can go a long way in bringing prosperity and peace in the region. We greatly value our close economic relations with ISDB and other partners. I hope that the future will witness further consolidation of these relations with ISDB. May Allah bless you all. Thank you.
Head, we have the Special Assistant to the Prime Minister on National Health Services Regulation and Coordination, Honorable Dr. Zafar Mirza Sahab. I'd like to request him to deliver his speech.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Honorable Hammad Azhar Sahab, Minister EAD, dignitaries from Islamic Development Bank and LLF partners, Assalamu alaikum. First, please accept my apologies for little delay. There was something very urgent that I had to attend to. As we begin, I would like to personally welcome the Islamic Development Bank LLF project partners and thank you for being such long-standing, dedicated partners for development in Pakistan. Over the years, Islamic Development Bank's assistance has been essential in promoting polio eradication as well as delivery of maternal and child health care in Pakistan. And a couple of months ago, Islamic Development Bank also handed over around 12 or 13 mobile hospitals, which I also appreciate very much. During one of the difficult and challenging phases of the program, the Islamic Development Bank provided critical support, which allowed the program to keep up against the fight for the polio-free Pakistan. And as all of you know, we are, as we speak, in the third day of the national campaign. And until last evening, we had vaccinated 24.6 million children in 2 days' time. And this is with the help of so many polio workers and also continued and sustained support of our development partners, including Islamic Development Bank. Such financial assistance has enabled the program to strengthen various areas of work, including operations, surveillance, vaccine procurement, and social mobilizations and communications. Strengthening these areas of work has made the Pakistan Polio Eradication Program more adaptable, flexible, and responsive to the dynamic and rapidly changing polio eradication environment in the country. I must also add here that indeed we are passing through a bad patch in polio program. Our cases this year has exceeded 100. But what I want to assure all of you is that we have undertaken very extensive and very deep review and the review of reviews of the polio program, and we exactly know that where the problem is, and we have taken remedial actions, and we are on top of the situation as we speak. And we are very much hoping that in 2020 we will stop the downslide and we will stabilize the program, and then we'll start improving the situation. This is almost a metaphor for our economy also. We say the same things. We are stopping the downslide, we are stabilizing it, and we are taking off. Beyond financial assistance, however, the Islamic Development Bank has provided invaluable support to the program via religious advocacy initiatives. This assistance also extends to support the International Advisory Group for Polio. Such advocacy has enabled the program to overcome religious refusals and boost community perception of the Pakistan Polio Eradication Program and the polio vaccine that we administer to the children. As I said, over the last year, there has been a surge in the number of cases, and the number of environmental samples have tested positive for the polio virus. As of today, there are a total of, actually, to be exact, 104 cases, and 47% of the environmental samples that have tested positive for the virus. The challenges to polio eradication indeed have increased. The virus circulates aggressively all over the country. The need for unequivocal support at this hour from polio eradication partners across the globe has thereby become the need of the hour, and we need it more than ever before. On that note, I would like to say that Islamic Development Bank's latest assistance to the program through the Lives and Livelihood Fund's project has been vital in helping Pakistan better position itself to deal with the current polio eradication effort. The LLF blend loan of $427 million in total has assisted the program in covering operational costs, procurement of the vaccine, social mobilization activities, and quality surveillance of the virus. The project reflects the remarkable partnership between global polio eradication partners, and we have many of them, Islamic Development being one of the very important ones, but also incredibly valuable and generous partners like Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Islamic Solidarity Fund for Development, the King Salman Humanitarian Aid and Relief Center, and Qatar Fund for Development. The government of Pakistan and the people of Pakistan and the polio eradication program remains sincerely appreciative of the support and for these fruitful, valuable, and steadfast partnerships in the ongoing struggle to end polio. Together, inshallah, we can tackle the polio virus head-on and ensure a polio-free Pakistan in coming years, and thereby protect our generations of children and their parents who will live free from fear of crippling polio virus disease. I thank you very much for your attention. शुरू करें जी?
और ये मैं कह दूं कि अगले ओके डन चलें जी.
जा रही है और इस हवाले से पोलियो के खात्मे के हवाले से अब से क्या इक़दाम होने जा रहे हैं, क्योंकि वज़ीर आज़म इमरान खान ने ज़ाती तौर पर इस हवाले से कोशिश शुरू कर दी
जी। पोलियो का पाकिस्तान से ख़ात्मा जो है जी, वो हुकूमत की बहुत जो बड़ी बड़ी तरजीहात हैं उसमें शामिल है। और जैसा कि आपको मालूम है कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर साहब ने ख़ुद टास्क फोर्स को वो ख़ुद चेयर करते हैं जो पोलियो एरेडिकेशन के लिए पाकिस्तान में। हाल ही में उन्होंने ये जो आजकल कैंपेन चल रही है, इसमें इसका आगाज़ भी उन्होंने ख़ुद बच्चों को पोलियो के कतरे पिला के किया था। तो इसमें ये चूँकि एक बड़ी मैसिव एफ़र्ट है, पूरी ग्लोबल कम्युनिटी, ये दुनिया से पोलियो का ख़ात्मा होना है, सिर्फ पाकिस्तान से नहीं होना। पाकिस्तान और अफ़गानिस्तान आखिरी दो मुल्क हैं जहाँ पे ये जंग लड़ी जा रही है पोलियो के ख़िलाफ़। तो इसमें हमारे बहुत सारे डेवलपमेंट पार्टनर्स हैं और हुकूमत पाकिस्तान अपना हिस्सा भी इसमें डालती है। ग्लोबल जो हमारे पार्टनर्स हैं उनमें चीदा जो हैं उनमें बिल एंड मेलिंडा गेट्स फाउंडेशन है, इस्लामिक डेवलपमेंट बैंक है, WHO, यूनिसेफ, रोटरी और कनाडा, जापान, इस तरह जितने भी आप समझें कि मल्टीलैटरल और बायलैटरल डेवलपमेंट पार्टनर्स हैं वो सारे इसमें अपना अपना हिस्सा डाल रहे हैं। आज की जो ये तकरीब थी इसमें हमने इस्लामिक डेवलपमेंट बैंक जो हमारा कि एक बड़ा दीरीना डेवलपमेंट पार्टनर है, उनकी जो अभी हालिया फंडिंग है इस सिलसिले में उस हवाले से था। अभी इस चंद हफ्ते पहले इस सिलसिले में जो यूनाइटेड अरब एमिरेट्स में एक मीटिंग हुई थी जिसमें पाकिस्तान ने 160 मिलियन का प्लेज किया था US डॉलर्स, जो कि हुकूमत पाकिस्तान ख़ुद डालेगी, और वो उसमें से 100 मिलियन जो थे वो इस्लामिक डेवलपमेंट बैंक के हवाले से एक सॉफ्ट लोन की सूरत में थे। तो इसका जो ओवरऑल फाइनेंसिंग है उसका मेजर पोर्शन 80 to 90% जो है वो हमारे डेवलपमेंट पार्टनर्स दे रहे हैं। और चूँकि अब हम इसके लास्ट माइल पे हैं तो अब हमें मोर देन एवर बिफोर हमें डेवलपमेंट असिस्टेंस की ज़रूरत है, और हम बहुत अप्रिशिएटिव हैं इस्लामिक डेवलपमेंट बैंक के कि उन्होंने अपने लाइफ एंड लाइवलीहुड्स फंड्स प्रोजेक्ट जो है उसमें से हमें सपोर्ट किया।
अच्छा सर, हमने देखा कि अभी आपने भी कहा कि 104 के करीब जो पोलियो केसेस हैं वो मज़ीद सामने आते हैं, तो इस साल ऐसी क्या एफर्ट्स नहीं की गई जिसकी वजह से पोलियो के केसेस में कंपैरेटिवली पिछले साल से इस साल इजाफा हो?
बहुत सारी वजूहात हैं जी, जिनमें चंद एक तो ये हैं कि बहुत सारे इलाके आपको पता है कि ख़ास तौर पे जो साबका फाटा के डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स थे वहाँ पे टेररिज्म बहुत ज़्यादा था, तो एक्सेस के बहुत ज़्यादा इश्यूज़ रहे हैं। तो ऐसी कम्युनिटीज़ थी वहाँ पे कि जहाँ पे हमारे पोलियो वर्कर्स पहुँच ही नहीं सकते थे। अब इस गवर्नमेंट ने जो मर्जर किया है उन डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स का, और हमने पाकिस्तान आर्मी को इन्वॉल्व किया है उसके अंदर, तो उस वजह से अब हमारी एक्सेस बहुत ज़्यादा इम्प्रूव हो गई है वहाँ पे। दूसरी एक बहुत बड़ी वजह ये थी कि सोशल मीडिया के ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा नेगेटिव प्रोपेगेंडा किया गया वैक्सीन्स के मुज़र असरात के बारे में, जो कि बिल्कुल गलत था। लेकिन उसकी वजह से बहरहाल लोगों की परसेप्शंस जो हैं, लोगों की जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग है वो ख़राब हुई, और उसकी वजह से पिछले साल बहुत ज़्यादा रिफ्यूज़ल्स आने शुरू हो गए। यानी कि जब हमारे पोलियो वर्कर्स वहाँ पे कतरे पिलाने के लिए जाते थे तो कई घराने, कई माँ बाप जो हैं वो ये कतरे पिलाने की इजाज़त नहीं देते थे। उसके लिए भी हमने अब एक पूरा इंतज़ाम किया है। हमारी कमेटीज़ हैं जो कि जहाँ कहीं भी किसी रिफ्यूज़ल का पता चलता है तो वो उसके ऊपर पूरा एक सिस्टम डेवलप हो गया है कि जिसके तहत फिर उन माँ बाप को अप्रोच किया जाता है, इलाके के जो लीडर्स हैं, जो एल्डर्स हैं, जो उलमा हैं उन यूनियन काउंसिल्स के, उनके ज़रिए। और तीसरी एक वजह ये भी थी कि हमारे 2 इलेक्शंस हुए, 2 हुकूमतें एक्चुअली, इलेक्शंस नहीं, 2 हुकूमतें आईं, एक केयर टेकर गवर्नमेंट और फिर जो जाने वाली गवर्नमेंट थी, फिर आने वाली गवर्नमेंट। تو اس حوالے سے ایڈمنسٹریٹو بہت ساری چینجز ہوتی ہیں اور بہت سارے لوگ جو سال ہر سال سے پروگرام میں کام کر رہے ہوتے ہیں انتظامیہ کے حوالے سے وہ بدل جاتے ہیں. تو یہ چند ایک وجوہات ہیں کہ جن کے پروگرام کے اندر ہم نے بہت زیادہ انٹروسپیکشن کی ہے. جہاں جہاں ہمیں کچھ لیکیوناز نظر آئے ہیں ہم نے ان کو فل کیا ہے اور ہمیں اب بڑی امید ہے کہ اس سال انشاءاللہ ہم اس کی ڈاؤن سلائڈ کو روکنا شروع کریں گے اور اگلے سال انشاءاللہ اس کو استحکام مل جائے گا اور آنے والے سالوں میں انشاءاللہ تعالیٰ پاکستان جو ہے وہ پولیو فری ملک بن جائے گا. جی یہ لوور دیر کی ایک یونین کونسل ہے جس کے اندر یہ بہت ہی انفارچونیٹ ہے کہ وہاں پہ یہ واقعہ ہوا. پولیو ورکرز نہیں جی، میری اطلاع کے مطابق 2 پولیس والے جو ہیں وہ ان کو شہید کیا گیا اور ہم اس کے بارے میں مزید تفصیلات جاننے کی کوشش کر رہے ہیں. لیکن یاد رہے کہ یہ وہی یونین کونسل ہے کہ جہاں پہ ٹیررزم کا گڑھ تھا یہ، اور یہاں پہ آلموسٹ یہ نو گو ایریا تھا پچھلے چند سالوں میں. لیکن اب ہماری وہاں پہ رسائی ہے اور ہم اب ہر گھر میں وہاں پہ پہنچ رہے ہیں. فی الحال چونکہ یہ ایک بہت ہی بدقسمتی کی بات ہے کہ یہ واقعہ وہاں پہ ہوا ہے، تو اس وجہ سے ہم نے فی الحال وہاں پہ اس یونین کونسل کے اندر ویکسینیشن روک دی ہے. ہمارے جو ایڈمنسٹریٹو لوگ ہیں وہ اس کو لک آفٹر کر رہے ہیں اور جیسے ہی صورتحال میں بہتری آئے گی تو ویکسینیشن انشاءاللہ دوبارہ وہاں پہ شروع ہو جائے گی.
اور فائنینسنگ کے حوالے سے صرف ایک چیز میں کہہ دوں، جو فائنینسنگ ہے اس کے لیے $100 ملین 2019 سے لے کے 2021 تک اسلامی ترقیاتی بینک اور باقی ڈیولپمنٹ پارٹنرز جو ہیں وہ پرووائڈ کریں گے. اس میں $10 ملین جو ہے وہ گرانٹ کی شکل میں ہے، اور جیسے ایس سی ٹو پی ایم صاحب نے کہا کہ باقی جو ہے وہ سافٹ لون کی شکل میں ہے. سافٹ لون میں بھی روایتی طور پہ جو اس سافٹ لون کا اسپیکٹ ہے اس کا انٹرسٹ اور مارک اپ جو ہے وہ بل اینڈ ملنڈا گیٹس فاؤنڈیشن جو ہے وہ ادا کرتی ہے. اگلے سال سے ہم بات چیت کر رہے ہیں کہ اس $100 ملین میں کی جو رقم ہے یا جو ٹوٹل ہمارا پیکج ہے ڈیولپمنٹ پارٹنر سے جو آتا ہے پولیو کی فائنینسنگ کے لیے، اس میں گرانٹ ایلیمنٹ کو مزید بڑھایا جائے، 10% سے بڑھا کے اسے 20-30% پہ بڑھایا جائے. وہ انشاءاللہ تعالیٰ اگلے سال سے ہم شروع کریں گے. لیکن اس سال کے لیے $100 ملین ابھی ہمیں ان کی طرف سے 2019 اور 21 کمٹ ہوا ہے، جس میں $10 ملین جو ہے وہ گرانٹ کی شکل میں ہے. تھینک یو.
ٹھیک ہے جی، اوکے، تھینک یو.